¿Qué pasa, chavales? Bienvenidos al canal. Bueno, estamos aquí una vez más en The Witcher 2. Estamos aquí donde lo dejamos. Tenemos que averiguar cómo desactivar la balista. Y antes de empezar, quiero mandarle un saludo muy fuerte a AEOS, que nos comenta que tenemos que practicar más XD. Y que se alegra un montón de que haya vuelto la serie. Yo también, la verdad que tenía un montón de ganas para The Witcher 2. Y sé que te hace ilusión que te salude al inicio del vídeo, así que muchas gracias por tu comentario. Y nada más, vamos a empezar. Vamos a averiguar cómo desactivar esa balista. Vamos a hablar con Vernon. Amigo, fíjate a la balista. Vamos a dirigirnos a la balista.
Don't you traipse around here.
I'll not lend an ear for less than 10 orans.
That one struts about as if he were the king himself.
What do you need, ugly?
Quería sorprender a un amigo.
Surprise my friend, the sad-looking guy by the ballista.
Some idiot wanted me to read him poems recently. Extravagance, as I see it. I didn't like it.
I was thinking of something a little more traditional.
What would you have me do?
Tu especialidad. Vamos a dejarle que decida ella.
Just get him away from the ballista.
Oh, now you've got me doubting he's your mate at all. But I'll not pry. It'll cost you double.
That's steep.
I may be a simple girl, but I know at least a few men who'd give you trouble if I told them what you've asked of me. Pay me?
No me está gustando el tono en el que me habla esta señora.
No point in giving brutes and louts a good reason to
Está chantajeando a mí.
skills, eh?
Vale. Podemos pagar, pero también podemos convencerle de algún modo, que yo creo que renta
There
más.
is one thing you could do for me.
And that is?
Myron and Alphonse, two of Laredo's thugs. Give him a good thrashing.
Hasta se la chuparé, dice.
I stirred up enough trouble as it is during the execution.
No need to stir trouble. Just humiliate them some ways.
Consider it done.
Ok. Venga, cuídese, señora.
As good a time in ages.
Derrota a Maidon y a Lous a un pulso.
A little help was skipping down the path.
Doble de Loredo. Mira, ese es Alphonse.
I don't like freaks. And I don't like oafish no-necks. What do you want, mutant?
Échale un pulso.
Luck. Arm wrestling. I'm gonna crush you, mutant. Save the boasting till later. Let's do this.
You've had your song. Care for some real
Pulso.
time?
Mantén el indicador en la zona amarilla. Si la zona amarilla llega al extremo izquierdo de la barra, perderás. Ostras, que me gana. Me liaba ahí leyendo. Vale, es bastante fácil, ¿eh?
Haven't had this good
¿Qué
a
hace con el
time in
ratón?
ages. That's true. You know this one.
Sí, es bastante fácil, sí. Se acelera a veces y tal, pero... Ah, sin problema. Easy peasy.
I hate mutants like you. I know, I know.
Vale, nos queda el otro.
You've had your song. Care for some real diversion?
A ver, vamos a buscarlo. ¿Dónde está el otro, tío? Maiden. Este.
What you want, old man?
¿Me estás llamando viejo? Te reviento a un
Test my
pulso.
strength. Arm wrestling. What do I stand to gain?
Y a un boxeo también te
Nothing,
reviento.
'cause I'll thrash you. And if I win, you'll have beat a Witcher. So I guess that gets you bragging rights. Are you that Geralt fella? The Grey Wolf?
El mismo.
All right. Let's begin.
Haven't had this good a time in ages. That's true. You know this
Vale,
one.
con público y todo, ¿eh?
Little help was skipping down the path.
Ah.
Plow more. Along came a dwarf.
Es bastante fácil. Va como con un poco de retardo tus movimientos,
Oh, you are fat, dirty, rotten scum. Plow more, plow
pero es bastante fácil.
more. Again, and I'll fuck him up.
Damn the dogs! The old man got me.
Tengo que comer y coger fuerza.
Build up a bit.
Aliméntate, amigo, que estás pequeño.
Version.
Did you know that?
Vale, vamos a ver si nos hace ahora el favor.
Myron and Alphonse.
Teach them a lesson yet?
Of course.
Sí.
All right. I'm off to give the boy some diversion.
Haven't had this good a time in ages. That's true.
Vale, vamos a esperar a que haga su magia.
Along came a dwarf and kicked him in the arse. Plough 'em all, plough 'em
Here for a little
all. Oh, you are
diversion,
fat,
brave
dirty,
one.
rotten scum. I'm on duty.
Es un tío entero, ¿eh?
Your comrades are well at it having their fun. Why should you be any worse?
You've had your song.
Let's go.
Care for some real
Le
divers.
ha durado 2 segundos el cabrón. Vale, vamos a esperar. Se pide. Nos vea. ¡Ojo, que se ha agachado! Ojo que está dándolo todo. Vamos a aprovechar. Nice.
Haven't had this good a time in ages.
Don't you traipse around here.
How was it?
¿Os he jodido un poco el tema o qué? Acompaña a Vernon, venga, va. Ya hemos saboteado la balista. Nice. Vernon, hijo, ¿qué? Sheila.
Geralt, let's wait downstairs in the yard.
You've had your song. Care for some real
Habla con Vernon. Vale, voy a tener que esperar a que se aposte en su sitio cual paloma. Ya podré hablar con él.
Haven't had this good a time in ages.
Yes?
Do we wait until the honorable lady is done with the venerable hick?
Waste of time. Looks like a good number of Flotsам's town watchmen here. We should look around. Did you see that arbalist behind the house? I'll get his attention. Give him something to think about. Why don't you find out what they're guarding so closely?
My apologies, gentlemen. I could not help overhearing your conversation.
What do you want?
¿Está acoplado?
In point of fact, it's a matter for the Witcher. I have an offer.
Esto huele a misión secundaria.
An offer. Interesting.
I suspect you did not come to Flotsam for pleasure alone.
You suspect right.
Do you know about the monster in the river?
No sé nada, ¿no?
I expect someone will hire you to deal with it sooner or later. Thus, I presume that...
Stop presuming, expecting, and concluding. Just tell me what you want.
Our
Ay, ay,
honored
alta al
host is
grano.
in possession of
Vamos.
part of a trap, built especially for the beast in question.
Go on.
Around back, there's a storage area where Laredo keeps the treasures he confiscates from merchants.
Bueno, ya sabemos lo que guardan
There
entonces.
are heaps of things out there.
Let me guess. You know exactly where I need to look.
Precisely. I saw Laredo's men carrying the contraption across the garden in a crate.
Ujú.
They placed it on a platform by the wall, beyond which lies the craftsman's district.
Why are you telling me?
Why? We need to be rid of the beast as soon as possible. Good luck.
All right. I'll distract the guard. You sneak behind the house.
Brilliant as ever.
That's true. You know this one.
Vale. A ver, vamos a echar un vistazo. De verdad, el mapa este es muy malo, ¿eh? No me dice las zonas. Supongo que será en este muro, donde nos cuenta, o este muro, seguramente sea. Este mapa es muy malo, tío. Mira que a mí ya de por sí me atragantan un poco los mapas, pues este ya ni te cuento. Vale, vamos a esperar a que se piden un poco. Hala, para adentro.
Shut it, soldier. Have respect for your superiors or spend the rest of your life on the king's galley.
Apologies, sir.
¡Me han pillado! ¿De qué vas?
We cut the hands off thieves.
I was looking for the privy.
You're lucky the
Pena.
commandant wants to see you. Come on.
Commandant, sir. We caught the witcher sneaking around the garden.
Bring
Eso es
him in and
mentira.
leave.
Yes, sir.
We were just discussing a certain matter. You here on business too?
The commandant wanted to see me.
In that case, I shall leave you to it.
Finally.
They didn't want to let me in while the sorceress was here.
Did you see her? Made up like a whore on parade day. They think they can do anything, those sorceresses. I heard what happened in Temeria. You know your name's on a warrant. It's unfortunate, though nothing that should impede our dealings. See, I'm the law round here, and the law needs to know what the legendary White Wolf's doing in
El
these
legendario
cesspits.
lobo blanco. Algo hemos hecho bien en The Witcher 1, ¿eh? A ver, busco al asesino del rey. ¿Eso es asunto mío? ¿O nada concreto? Vale, sincero. Borde ambiguo. Vamos a hacernos un poco
I'm a
los
witcher.
ambiguos.
I hunt monsters for coin.
I suppose we all have our secrets. I just hope you resist questioning my authority in public again.
¿Por qué no te fías de Roach?
What about Vernon Roach? Why didn't you let him in?
Roach? Know the aura that surrounds him? Men like him act first and think later. And when they act, almost inevitably innocent blood flows. I trust you're on our side.
Whose side is that?
That of the people of Flotsam, of course. Terrorized by the elven bandits for years now.
No quiero verme implicado, la culpa la tenéis vosotros o los bandidos no merecen piedad. No quiero verme implicado.
A local conflict. None of my business.
You killed some elves on the riverbank outside Flotsam.
We were attacked.
You failed to understand.
It's you who doesn't understand, Laredo. To tell you the truth, I'm not human.
You an elf? A dwarf? No, talking bollocks. I piss on the fact that they call you freak for your white hair and glowing eyes. You're a human like any other. We're fighting a war.
Somos humanos
You, my
porque le
friend,
interesa el que
are
seamos
on the
humanos.
fence.
What about the elves and dwarves in the trading post? The smiths, peddlers, and hunters? They eat with you, sleep among you. Whose side are they on?
Hell if I know. That's my point, Witcher. When you fight for survival, you need to be sure who your friends are. The non-humans in Flotsam, sure, they eat, fuck, shit among us. But when Yorveth sounds the battle horns, who knows what they'll do.
Trátalos mejor y te serán fieles. No se lo va a tomar muy bien si le decimos esto, ¿eh? Eligieron Flotsam.
They
Yeah.
haven't proved their loyalty already, placing walls between Yorvith and themselves?
They understand that bandit, Witcher. They share his language, his methods, his beliefs. We let them live among us, but we watch them. One night, they just might cut our throats and open the gates.
Talk like that makes me sick.
You're a Witcher. Your job is to protect the simpletons from monsters. I protect them from the danger that lurks amongst the trees.
Este tío es un racista. Correcto. Vamos a plantarle cara, ¿eh?
You detest non-humans.
I detest Yorveth, the coward who hunts the innocent instead of facing soldiers. I detest that whore son who murders women and children while claiming that he fights for freedom. He's a monster, Geralt. He's the evil I protect people from. And anyone who helps a monster becomes a similar monster to my mind.
Enough. I get it.
I don't want you to kill him. Even you don't have a hope against his entire force. I've an idea, but I'd rather not go into it now. The squirrels are up to something. Every night their scouts come closer. I suspect they plan to attack the barge moored in the port.
What's on the barge?
You mean who? Bandits, murderers, rapists. On their way to the dungeons at Drakenborg. As soon as...
Their infamous leader joins them. The cherry on the cake, and Bernard Laredo's crown trophy.
Couldn't have put it better myself. As long as Yorveth remains free, humans, elves, and dwarfs will live alongside each other in deep distrust. I've got to learn what the pointy-eared rat is planning.
How am I supposed to get that information?
Sabe
You
hablar bien
underestimate
este
me,
tío, ¿eh?
Witcher.
Es un político.
True, I have my prejudices, but I'm not blinded by them. Take your
Buen
friend
político.
Zoltan, for instance. He contacted Yorveth.
How can Zoltan help if he can't go outside the walls?
Step by step, Geralt. That's how you build trust. You could start by tending to a problem we have. A beast. The Kairin has blocked all boat traffic. I'm losing tolls. That is, the trading post is losing revenue. Kill the Kairin and I'll declare your friends acquitted of their crimes. Then Zoltan can take you to see Yorveth.
Vale. Podemos decirle que no, que sí, que me lo pienso, o divagaré un poco más. Podemos decirle que no y eso es cierto, ¿eh? Si como le diga que no, este tío se enfada y me deja de hablar. Eso es así. Pero si lo piensas un poco, yo creo que nos conviene aliarnos con él. O sea, sabemos que es un racista, que es probablemente un corrupto, pero tenemos intereses comunes. Nos interesa que absuelvan a nuestros colegas, la verdad. Vamos a preguntarle por esto.
I'm a witcher. I don't work for free.
Of course you don't. Help us capture the Scoia'tael commander, and you'll be rewarded generously, straight from the trading post's treasury.
Venga,
I'll
va.
see what I can find out.
Now you stir up storms wherever you go. I actually believe you'll bring peace to Flotsam. Don't disappoint this town, Geralt. Farewell.
Ok.
Any news for me, witch?
I guess you're finding it hard to get rid of Yorvith.
He's stubborn, it's true. But he's met his match. And I'm not about to leave Flotsam to the same fate as the other towns and villages the Scoia'tael have burnt to the ground. The citizens of Flotsam owe the elves nothing. They built their homes and workshops with their own hands in the wilderness, not on the ruins of an elven town. If need be, we'll remind the Longears where they belong.
A ver, está medianamente justificado el odio de este tío, ¿eh? Medianamente.
You've got a heap of soldiers for such a small trading post.
Bandits swarm to trading routes like flies to shit. Only troops can guarantee some order here. We're the last Temerian outpost in this area, and we'll not give in to a bunch of elves.
Ok.
Any news for me?
Uy, vamos sin querer. Sí, lo que decía, ¿está más o menos justificado el odio de este tío? Necesito una llave para abrir esto. Vale. Buscamos por aquí. Bueno, hasta luego. Sí, está medianamente justificada. Al final, si Flotsam, digamos que era un pueblillo que vivía en paz y ahora de repente está siendo acosado por los Scoia'tael, por mucho que los Scoia'tael también tengan su parte de verdad o lo que sea, pues bueno. Está un poco justificado que no los quieran cerca, la verdad. Abandona la residencia. Vámonos, átomos.
Turned me away at the door, the bastard.
Me ha cerrado la puerta en la cara, tío.
We'll meet later. Don't forget your weapons on the way out.
Ok. ¿Dónde están mis armas? Pregunta por el monstruo del río en la posada. ¿Y tú me das las armas? Vale. Armas. Para acero, para plata. Nice. Vale. La posada está aquí al lado. Amigos, vamos a matar cerdos. ¿Vamos a matar gente también? ¿Qué pasa, chavales? Ah, mira. Me tienen miedo. Muy bien, chicos. Aquí hay rapiña, amigo. Vale, ya tuvimos problemas de inventario hace no mucho, así que... Aunque bueno, creo que en la posada podemos dejar cosas. ¿Vimos? Espera un momento.
Careful with those swords.
Vale, todos estos recursos supongo que serán de valor escaso. Si hay tantos y tal, ya veremos para lo que nos valen. A ver, ¿qué vende? Armadura. Diagrama de aceite. Diagrama cuero. Diagrama cuero endurecido. Vale, estas son las recetas que necesitamos para poder empezar a hacer artesanía y tal. Voy a esperar al tema de la artesanía, a ver si hay alguna misión que nos enfoque hacia eso. Estaría bien. Quiero ir a la posada, amigo. ¿Os enredo o qué? No me deja entrar. Madre mía.
Oh, trouble. Going somewhere, friend?
¿Pasa que os tengo que reventar la cabeza? Hostias, ¿o qué? ¿Eh? Ah. Pensaba que me estaban queriendo intimidar. A ver, ¿dónde está la posada? Igual me he liado yo, ¿eh? Sí, me he liado yo. Vale, sí. Me he liado yo. Había visto el saquito ese que está en el mapa, abajo a la izquierda, y pensaba que eso era la posada, pero no era el mercader. ¿Tablón de anuncios? Tablones de anuncios. Los tablones de anuncios puede ser una gran fuente de ingresos adicionales. Acércate a uno y pulsa el botón. Vale, vamos a pillar aquí unas cuantas misiones secundarias. A ver de qué se tratan. El contrato de los entriagos. Frente a la insolencia y a la brutal amenaza de las criaturas conocidas como entriagos y ante su preocupación por el pueblo, el comandante Bernard Loredo ha decidido ofrecer una recompensa por el exterminio de dichas criaturas. El valiente que elimine toda esta inmundicia de la zona de forma permanente recibirá una generosa recompensa de manos de Luis Merce y aparecerá en las crónicas de la ciudad como un verdadero héroe de Flotsam. Vale. A ver qué pasa, que es el mismo, ¿no? Creo que había uno RP. Ah, es que he cogido el que no era yo, creo. Vale. Proclamación de perdón para Dimitir. Se hace saber que el bandido Dimitir se ha arrepentido y ha pedido perdón por sus terribles actos. El comandante Loredo, conocido por su misericordia, lo ha absuelto de sus delitos y ha reinsertado a Dimitir en la sociedad. Por lo tanto, quedan anuladas todas las órdenes de arresto y recompensas por la cabeza. Vale. Contrato de los Neckers. Por la presente se anuncia que el comandante Bernard Loredo ofrece una generosa recompensa por el exterminio de los Neckers en las inmediaciones de la guarnición. Estos monstruos deben ser eliminados de una vez por todas. El que acepte este trabajo y lo complete con éxito será recompensado con una bolsa de Orens y se le pagará a un sacerdote para que rece por nuestro héroe durante 28 días, tío, ¿en serio? Melenas cual marañas de arizónicas, mentones ribeteados por fondosos juncos, el barbero de Flochan es la solución. Una amplia gama de servicios de la barbería a disposición del cliente. Cortes de barba, afeitados apurados, sangrías, extirpación y drenaje de póstulas y, como no, cortes de pelo. Todas preciosas. Es verdad, hubo un tiempo en el que el mismo que te cortaba el pelo era el que te cortaba un brazo, ¿sabes? En la herrería de enfrente se practican extracciones dentales. Estaré en mi librería, donde podréis amenizar vuestra espera echando un ojo a libros antiguos. Muy guay, ¿eh? Muy guay el tablón de anuncios, la verdad. Muy chulo. Venga, ¿qué? ¿Puedo entrar ahora, por fin? Sí. De aquí, mira, aquí está Jaskier. No sé quién es. Ostras, perdón. Ha sido sin querer. Mira cómo venía este pavo, a por mí. Flipas.
What's going on there?
Vamos a hablar con Jaski, con Zoltán.
Damn, that was close. Innkeep, vodka.
Triss Marigold. Lice eat me, but you are a treat to behold. Just a little pale.
Magic takes its toll, but I'll be all right. Good to see you and your beard again.
Can somebody tell me what happened? You set off a month ago for Zoltan's wedding.
Lad got fucked.
Aquí se jodió.
Did you hear about Foltest?
Rumors travel faster than the wind.
Winds and rumors. I want to know the truth.
I want to know how Foltest died. And the dragon, was there really one there? And who rules Temeria now?
Dandelion, calm down. You'll choke on your liquor.
Vamos para allá.
You're the expert on Temeria. Tell us who's in charge now.
It's chaotic and getting worse. The old families are fighting for supremacy, no holds barred.
Baron Kimbalt and Count Marivel, I bet.
Among others. After the assassination, while Geralt was in
Assassination?
the lords convened in a field near Lavalette Castle to choose a new ruler. 3 days they debated, and it looked more like a bazaar than a meeting of nobles. Except the trade was in court and ministry positions, spheres of influence, royal privileges.
Humans.
In spite of several duels and 2 poisonings, no king was chosen. Civil war was in the air.
I think I've heard enough about politics. The dragon, well, the dragon appeared and that's all I know.
Where did the La Villettes get a dragon? We heard it fought on their side, huge as a barn, they say.
Dragons don't usually take sides. Maybe its lair was nearby and it just felt threatened.
If you hadn't driven it off, Foltest might not have taken the castle.
Maybe.
Es verdad, el dragón que se llevó mi espada, que después apareció mágicamente de nuevo en mi mano.
No wedding, Zoltan?
The Breckenrigs broke off the engagement because some limp prick put it about that I joined the uprising in Vizima. My would-be Popper-law refused to let a rebel firebrand join the family. Innkeep, where's our drink?
It was like this.
Vaya centazo le han puesto a Zoltan, ¿no?
The Grandmaster died. Bought Zoltan an absolutely grand doublet, a pair of Garibaldi Krakows, and as a gift for Eudora, a jadestone as big as my fist.
We were broke as a joke by the time Dandelion threw me a bachelor party at an establishment called the Tight Lane.
Next day, we went over to the Breckenrigs. They welcomed us in, sat us down, and proceeded to discuss the superiority of Mahakaman mining know-how over any other. And that went on until dinner. Just when I thought I'd learned more than I ever wanted to know about mining, they served the soup.
You could have held a pin drop. Old Breckenrig rose and he says, "A real dwarf works a mine, not chases fame on the battlefield."
You'll never believe this, Geralt, but they served duck blood soup.
Sopa de sangre de pato.
It's tar. They must have dropped lumps of coal into the pot.
"Eat," Breckenrig says, then proceeded to slurp 2 full bowls of the shite. Old goat. Hope his mind caves in on his head.
A ver, pero Zoltan debería estar acostumbrado a esas comidas, ¿no?
Since when have you worked for Roach?
Hey, nobody said a word when you went out to save Temeria from the Grand Master and his mutants.
Relax, Dandelion. I was just asking. Do what you want. You're an adult, kind of.
Kind of.
That wasn't very supportive.
Laugh away. At least I decided to do something constructive.
You used to spy for Redania. Now you're spying for Temeria. Some might call you a traitor.
Ever tried to live off of poetry alone? The truth is, I'm a citizen of the world. As long as I don't serve Emperor Emir, I'm not doing any harm.
Leave him be, Geralt. He'll play the spy a bit, get bored, and drop it. You know how he is.
Laredo said you're working with the Scoia'tael, Zoltan.
I have done many things in my life, Geralt, but I have never stooped to banditry.
The Scoia'tael don't consider themselves bandits.
But I am no Scoia'tael.
Hostia, buena ahí, diciéndole que no se consideran bandidos, ahí cazando la media verdad,
Foltest's killer lay in wait in the tower, where the La Villettes had hidden the royal bastards. He was well informed.
Wait a minute, what were you doing there?
I was protecting the king. After the first attempt, Foltest began treating me as his lucky charm. He ordered me to be at his side during the battle. The dragon separated us from the rest of the army. The killer disguised himself as a monk, a blind one at that. He let Foltest greet his children, waited until I had walked off, then cut the king's throat from ear to ear.
How did he flee?
Jumped out a window into the river below. Yorvith's Scoia'tael were waiting in a boat. It was planned.
And you're chasing him because he murdered the king?
I was accused of the murder. I need to clear my name. Besides, I looked him in the eye before he escaped. He's a witcher. Then some brave Temerian soldiers showed up, piled on me, and knocked me out.
Save yourselves, good folk! The beast attacks!
Tranquis, que estoy aquí, amigo.
You better get out there. Someone's casting spells.
¿Cómo? Me mola los diálogos, los nuevos diálogos, Profundiza mucho en los personajes, me mola. Y tienen como más personalidad, más carisma, tienen como sentimientos incluso. Está muy bien, se nota un gran cambio a mejor en ese sentido. Es la nueva bruja, la nueva hechicera. Bueno, pues ese es el animalito que tenemos que cazar nosotros, yo creo.
What sort of sorceress are you? A lot of good you did. Can't you hear me? Why didn't you help him?
He's alive, isn't he?
The beast nearly pulled him in the water while you stood staring like a calf at a shit-covered clover.
Watch your words.
Where's this beast?
Ask her.
Geralt.
Ah, I guess we knew each other.
Oh, look here. Birds of a feather.
Let's say I've heard of you.
Master Witcher, this is foolish. The beast near pulled Sozek into the depths, and you're simply chatting with this damsel.
Vete, eso sé que está vivo, ¿no?
All right. What happened?
I came to Flotsam to kill the Kairan,
Kairan?
the monster that has effectively blocked the port. A moment ago, I had the good fortune to see it in all its splendor, but the local folk scared it away.
Good fortune? You hear that, Sozek? That was some good fortune for you.
Why's the beast in the port all of a sudden, eh? Summoned by the witch, perchance?
To see it in all its splendor.
Qué cazurros son, tío. Vale, podemos esto de aquí es como intimidarle, en plan, te vas o te reviento. Y esto de aquí es como hechizarle con el Axia para hacerlo como de forma pacífica. Y esto no sé lo que es. Verla aquí.
Sozek doesn't look too good. Lay him inside somewhere.
Right, we've dawdled enough already. Come on, lads, let's go.
What's this? I was ready for a rumble there.
Shut it, and come on.
Vale, lo hemos resuelto de forma pacífica, eso está
I am
bien.
Louis Merce, and I am chief person in charge of all matters related to monster hunting in Flotsam. It is in this capacity that I must inquire if you're willing to attempt to resolve the problem of our so-called Kairan, the beast that now blocks all trade traffic on the river.
So, Witcher, are we willing?
El pavo este va con un tintero y colgando del cuello.
I
macho.
was here first, and I'll not relinquish this contract. My way or the highway, as the locals put it.
Fine. Your way it is.
You must contact the merchants on the waterfront as regards any rewards. Madame de Tanseville has, I believe, already conducted some preliminary negotiations.
That I have.
In that case, don't let me keep you.
Qué educado y fino y remilgado es.
Triss, how long must I wait for you to introduce us?
Sheila de Tanserville, advisor to Queen Zulika of Kovir.
Kovir is a long way north.
True. I had my doubts if the Kairan was worth the journey, but those were dispelled with what it showed today.
Here to hunt down some ingredients?
Triss Merigold. Sharp as ever.
You're thinking that...
Troll eyes, ghoul venom, virgin's blood, all those disgusting marvels we take from dying species. To throw into the cauldron at Sabbaths. Right, Triss?
Absolutely. Virgins are a dying breed.
Oh my. Your sense of humor seems to be intact too. But enough of these pleasantries. Tell me, Geralt, you saw the tentacle. What do you make of it all?
The beast must be huge. Maybe inhabited one of the Pontar's tributaries before, hunting animals. Then it grew for some reason, and hunger drove it to seek fresh pastures.
And on the Pontar it found trade barges burgeoning with obese, slow-moving merchants. You're partly correct. Cedric claims the Kairan emerged from the northern swamps approximately 1 month past.
Cedric?
An elf, formerly a Scoia'tael. Strange bird, but he knows quite a bit about the area and its living wonders.
I need to look around, find out a few things.
An investigation, witches' rituals, extracting secrets and such.
More or less. I'll talk to the merchants about the reward, pay Cedric a visit and get back to you.
You'll find me at the inn. I've rented lodgings there, on the upper floor.
You know the inn's also a whorehouse.
Thanks for the warning.
Aquí saltan chispas entre estas dos, ¿eh? Me molan los nuevos diálogos, son bastante entretenidos, tío. ¿Verdad? Vale. Habla con los mercaderes del embarcadero. Tenemos aquí un montón de misiones activas, ¿eh? Las que tienen el tic, supongo que son las que están hechas. Las que tiene la cruz, ¿es la que está activa? Sí. Aquí no nos discrimina entre misiones principales y secundarias. O quizás no hayamos todavía conseguido ninguna secundaria, que también puede ser, ¿eh? Pero bueno, chicos, lo vamos a dejar aquí. Vamos a dejarlo de hablar con los mercaderes para el siguiente vídeo. Y como siempre, espero que os haya gustado este vídeo y nos vemos en el siguiente. Un saludo.